Welcome back to my channel, All Old Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare US coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the most valuable coins that could be worth far more than you think. Stick around till the end, you won't want to miss what these rare gems are really worth. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy more discoveries in future. Let's dive in. We're diving into the history of a coin that may seem unassuming at first glance, the United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1961, specifically the 1961 D variety. This penny might not be worth much in its regular circulated form, but if you happen to have one in exceptional condition, you could be holding a treasure worth far more than its original value. Stick around to the end, and you'll find out just how much this coin could be worth in today's market. Let's first take a look at the historical context behind the 1961 D Liberty 1-cent coin. By 1961, the United States was in the midst of an economic boom, and the coinage of the time reflects the era's prosperity and stability. The 1961 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, and like many other coins from this time, it was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, just like earlier pennies. What makes this particular coin so exciting, however, is the incredible rarity of high-quality specimens, as most of the pennies from that year were heavily circulated and subjected to the usual wear and tear that comes with daily use. Now, let's talk about the design. On the obverse side of the 1961 D penny, you'll find the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This portrait, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, has graced the U.S. penny since 1909. Lincoln's dignified image is framed by the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year of minting, 1961. Lincoln's presence on the penny is a tribute to his leadership during one of the most turbulent times in American history, and his legacy continues to be honored on the coin today. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a simple yet elegant design, two stalks of wheat encircling the words E pluribus unum, with the phrase 1 cent displayed prominently in the center. This wheat motif was used on the penny from 1909 until 1958, and after that, it was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial design. But in 1961, the wheat penny design was still in circulation, making it a beloved piece of U.S. coinage history. So, what makes the 1961 D Liberty 1-cent coin so special? While millions of these coins were produced, most of them were circulated, which means they show signs of wear and damage. The true value of the 1961 D penny lies in finding one that has survived in excellent condition. Coins that are uncirculated or nearly uncirculated are incredibly rare because the majority of these pennies were used extensively in everyday transactions. When a coin has been kept in pristine condition, its value skyrockets. And that's where things get really interesting. You see, the condition of a coin is paramount to its value. A coin that has been kept in perfect, uncirculated condition, free of scratches, discoloration, or other damage, can fetch a high price among collectors. The more pristine the coin, the more valuable it becomes. The 1961 D penny, in particular, has become highly sought after by collectors looking to add a well-preserved example to their collections, but that's not all. Minting errors are another factor that can increase the value of a coin. These errors can range from minor defects to major mistakes during the minting process, such as double strikes, off-center printing, or misaligned dies. Error coins are prized by collectors because they are unique, and they often represent rare anomalies that don't exist in the majority of the minted coins. If your 1961 D penny happens to have a minting error, it could make the coin even more valuable. Now, let's get to the moment you've been waiting for, the price reveal. If you have a 1961 D Liberty 1-cent coin that is in uncirculated condition or has an error, you could be holding on to something truly valuable. The market for high-quality coins like this is strong, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the right specimens. A 1961 D Liberty 1-cent coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, could be worth an astounding $220,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $220,000. It's incredible to think that a coin with a face value of just 1 cent could be worth such a significant amount of money. So, before you toss that old jar of pennies or overlook any 1961 pennies in your collection, take a closer look. You might just have a valuable gem hiding in plain sight. Second expensive coin, we're taking a closer look at the United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1966. This seemingly ordinary penny might just be the hidden treasure you've been looking for. While it may seem like just another penny from the 60s, the 1966 Liberty 1-cent coin is a highly sought-after piece in the world of numismatics. Stick around until the end of this video to find out exactly why this small coin could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Let's first set the stage by understanding the historical context behind the 1966 Liberty 1-cent coin. The 1960s were a period of change and growth in the United States, with economic expansion and cultural shifts all around. The U.S. Mint, during this time, was still producing coins with traditional designs. The 1966 penny, just like its predecessors, was made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, the familiar composition that we all recognize. However, what makes this specific penny stand out is its rarity in top condition. While millions of these pennies were minted, most were circulated and have been damaged over time, which is what makes an uncirculated or well-preserved 1966 penny so valuable today. Now, let's dive into the design of the 1966 Liberty 1-cent coin. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This image of Lincoln, with his deep-set eyes and distinctive beard, has graced the U.S. penny since 1909. Above Lincoln's head are the words, "In God We Trust," a motto that has been featured on U.S. coins since the 19th century, along with the word "Liberty" and the year 1966. The initials, VDB, of the designer can also be found on the right side of Lincoln's shoulder, a signature that's been part of the coin since its original design. On the reverse side of the 1966 penny, you'll see the traditional wheat stalks, which have been part of the penny's design since 1909. The wheat ears symbolize the strength and prosperity of the United States, while the words E pluribus unum and 1 cent are prominently displayed. This classic wheat design was used until 1958, but for some reason, a small number of 1966 pennies still bear the wheat design. It's these particular coins that have become the most valuable among collectors. Now, what sets the 1966 penny apart from other coins of the same year? The main factor is its rarity and the condition in which it's found. Many of the 1966 pennies were circulated extensively, meaning they show signs of wear and tear, like scratches, discoloration, or fading. But what if you find one that looks almost brand new? Or better yet, what if you discover a rare variety of the 1966 penny that's never been circulated and is still in mint condition? That's where the true value lies. The value of a 1966 penny skyrockets when it's in uncirculated condition. A coin that has been carefully preserved and has not seen the inside of a cash register or a wallet has its original luster intact. The details of Lincoln's portrait, the wheat stalks on the reverse side, and the sharp lettering all make the coin highly attractive to collectors. But it doesn't stop there. There's another layer of value that you should be aware of: the potential for minting errors. Minting errors can happen when something goes wrong during the production process, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or incorrect alignment. These errors can make a coin one of a kind, and as we all know, unique items are highly desirable to collectors. Some 1966 pennies are particularly valuable because of these errors. A coin that's been struck incorrectly or features an unusual defect can increase its value exponentially. Error coins are prized by numismatists because they're unique pieces that can't be replicated, making them highly sought after in auctions and private collections. Now, let's get to the moment you've been waiting for: the value of the 1966 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you happen to have one of these pennies in uncirculated condition, or if you find one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a real treasure. The value of a 1966 penny in pristine condition can vary depending on the specifics, but when you combine the rarity of the coin, its condition, and any possible minting errors, it can be worth a significant amount. Are you ready for this? A 1966 Liberty 1-cent coin in excellent, uncirculated condition, or one with a minting error, could be worth as much as $160,000. Yes, you heard that right, $160,000. It's incredible how a small, seemingly common coin can hold such immense value when it's in perfect condition or carries a rare minting flaw. So, if you have any old pennies lying around or you come across a 1966 penny in your collection, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. You could be holding onto something that could change your financial future. Third rare coin, we're diving into one of the most fascinating finds in the world of coin collecting, the United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1977. Now, at first glance, this might seem like just another penny from the 70s, but trust me, there's so much more to this coin than meets the eye. The 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin holds a deep value for those who understand the intricacies of rare and collectible coins. If you think all pennies are the same, stay tuned, because what we have here is a coin that could very well be worth a small fortune. Let's explore what makes this coin so special. Let's first travel back in time to the year 1977. The United States was experiencing a unique moment in its history. The country was in the midst of a changing political climate, with President Jimmy Carter taking office that year. The 1970s were also a period of economic transition, as inflation and changes in currency values began to make their mark on everyday life. The U.S. Mint was still producing coins using traditional methods, but it was a pivotal time for the U.S. economy, with the 1977 penny being just one piece of the larger picture. The design of the 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin is a familiar sight to many, as it features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. The image of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been a staple of the U.S. penny since its introduction in 1909. On the obverse side of the 1977 penny, Lincoln's portrait is framed by the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year, 1977, along with the designer's initials, VDB, located near Lincoln's shoulder. This enduring portrait serves as a tribute to one of the most respected leaders in American history, symbolizing strength, wisdom, and unity. On the reverse side of the coin, we find the familiar design featuring two wheat stalks on either side of the words, E pluribus unum, and 1 cent. This wheat design was used on pennies from 1909 until 1958, and though the wheat motif had been replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in later years, many 1977 pennies still bear this iconic imagery. For many collectors, the wheat design evokes a sense of nostalgia and pride, representing a simpler time in American history. So, what makes the 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin so valuable? Well, most of the coins from 1977 were circulated in daily transactions, meaning they've experienced years of wear and tear. When coins are in constant circulation, they can become scratched, faded, or worn down, making them much less valuable. But here's where it gets interesting: the 1977 penny, just like any coin, is valuable primarily because of its condition. Finding a well-preserved 1977 penny, especially one in uncirculated or near-mint condition, is an incredible find and can make all the difference when it comes to its value. The condition of the coin is key to its worth. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, free of any scratches, discoloration, or heavy wear, are considered far more valuable than those that have been tossed around in change. If you have a 1977 penny that's been carefully stored and looks as though it just came off the minting press, you may be sitting on a rare treasure. But it doesn't stop there. Sometimes, these coins can have minting errors, which only increase their value. Minting errors are a special category in the world of numismatics. When something goes wrong during the minting process, it can lead to unique coins that stand out from the rest. These errors can be as subtle as a double strike, where the coin is struck twice by the dies, or as dramatic as an off-center strike, where the design is misaligned. Coins with minting errors are highly sought after by collectors because they are one of a kind and can never be reproduced, making them extremely valuable. Now, let's get to the exciting part: the value of the 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you have one of these pennies in perfect, uncirculated condition, or if you've discovered one with a rare minting error, you could be holding on to something truly remarkable. The 1977 penny, particularly those in exceptional condition or with minting errors, can fetch an impressive price on the market. Are you ready for this? A 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin in top-tier, uncirculated condition, or one with an extraordinary minting error, could be worth as much as $101,000, that's right, $101,000. It's incredible to think that a coin with a face value of just 1 cent could be worth such a large sum. So, before you dismiss any old pennies, especially those from 1977, take a second look. You may have a rare find that could be worth much more than you ever imagined. Fourth unique coin, we have an exciting topic that's sure to spark your interest. It's all about the United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1979. This coin, while often overlooked by the casual observer, holds a hidden value that many people are unaware of. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, you won't want to miss out on this gem. What if I told you that a coin as simple as a penny could be worth tens of thousands of dollars? That's right. Today we're going to uncover why the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin is so special and how it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a whole new appreciation for this coin. To truly understand the value of the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin, we need to take a step back in time. The year 1979 marked an important era in U.S. history. The country was in the midst of significant political, economic, and cultural change. Jimmy Carter had just taken office as president, and inflation was becoming a real concern. Despite these challenges, the United States Mint continued to produce coins with designs that had become familiar to the American public. The 1979 penny was no exception. It carried the same design that had been in circulation for decades, but it held something special that would later capture the attention of collectors. Now, let's talk about the design of the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin. On the obverse, you'll find the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This famous image of Lincoln has adorned the U.S. penny since 1909, and it's become an iconic symbol of American history. The words, "In God We Trust," are inscribed above Lincoln's head, while "Liberty" and the year 1979 are prominently featured. The initials VDB, representing the designer, can also be seen near the base of Lincoln's shoulder. This image is one of the most enduring representations of a leader in U.S. coinage history. On the reverse side of the 1979 penny, you'll find the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial, which replaced the wheat stock design in 1959. The memorial is a fitting tribute to President Lincoln, featuring the grand steps leading up to the iconic building. Above the memorial, the phrase "E pluribus unum" appears, while 1 cent is inscribed beneath the memorial, along with the words "United States of America." This reverse design has been a hallmark of the penny since it replaced the wheat design in 1959. Why is the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin so valuable? The truth is, most of the 1979 pennies that were minted were circulated in everyday transactions. Over time, they became worn, scratched, or faded, which caused their value to decrease. However, there are certain factors that make this particular coin stand out. The key to its value lies in its condition and rarity, particularly in coins that were not circulated. Imagine finding a 1979 penny that looks as though it just came from the mint, with no visible signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. Well-preserved coins like this are far more valuable than those that have been in circulation for decades. Coins that are in near mint or uncirculated condition are incredibly rare, and they're highly sought after by collectors who are always on the lookout for pieces that have retained their original beauty. If you happen to stumble upon a 1979 penny that looks flawless, you could be holding on to something much more valuable than you might think. But there's another layer to this coin story: minting errors. Sometimes, during the coin production process, things go wrong. These errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or incorrect die alignments, can lead to coins that are far more valuable than their standard counterparts. Error coins are unique, and collectors go crazy for them because they represent a piece of history that's unlike any other. A 1979 penny with a minting error is a rare find, and if you're lucky enough to have one, it could make all the difference in its value. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the value of the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you have a coin from this year that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if you happen to come across one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. A well-preserved 1979 penny can be worth much more than its face value, and the demand for these rare coins has been steadily increasing among collectors and investors alike. So, here's the big reveal. A 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin, especially one in excellent condition or with a minting error, could be worth an astounding $90,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $90,000. Who would have thought that a simple penny from 1979 could hold such incredible value? So, before you dismiss that jar of pennies you have sitting around, take a moment to inspect them carefully. You might just find a hidden treasure that could change your financial future. Last coin, we're going to talk about a coin that may have slipped under your radar, the United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1980. While you may not think much about pennies, this particular coin could be worth far more than you'd expect. In fact, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars, and you might have one of these hidden treasures lying around in your own collection. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin has the potential to make you a lot richer than you think. First, let's take a step back and look at the year 1980. This was an exciting time in American history. President Jimmy Carter was in office, and the nation was dealing with high inflation, a tough economy, and the ongoing energy crisis. While the country was experiencing its fair share of challenges, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that would later become highly collectible. The 1980 penny, like other coins of its era, was a regular part of everyday transactions. But over time, the value of this penny grew, especially when it was kept in pristine condition. The design of the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin follows the traditional design that has graced the U.S. penny for decades. On the obverse, you'll see the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. This portrait has been on the U.S. penny since 1909 and remains one of the most iconic and enduring images in U.S. numismatic history. The coin features the inscription, "In God We Trust," above Lincoln's head, while the words, "Liberty," and the year, 1980, are also inscribed. If you look closely, you'll see the initials, VDB, near Lincoln's shoulder, which stand for Victor David Brenner, the designer of the portrait. On the reverse side, the 1980 penny features the familiar Lincoln Memorial design, which has been a staple of the U.S. penny since 1959. The memorial stands as a tribute to President Lincoln's legacy, with the steps leading up to the building visible on the coin. Above the memorial, you'll find the words, E pluribus unum, and beneath the memorial, the coin displays the words, 1 cent, and United States of America. This reverse design, created by Frank Gasparo, has become a symbol of American unity and strength. Now, let's talk about what really makes the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin stand out. As you might know, coins don't last forever, and most pennies from 1980 were used in daily transactions. Over time, they were subject to wear and tear, becoming scratched, faded, and worn down. Coins that have been in circulation for years tend to lose their original luster, which means they're not as valuable as they once were. But here's the key: if you happen to find a 1980 penny in excellent, uncirculated condition, you could be holding a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. Coins that are well preserved, with no visible signs of damage, discoloration, or heavy circulation, are highly sought after by collectors. A 1980 penny that looks like it just came from the U.S. Mint, with sharp details and brilliant color, can be worth much more than its face value. The rarer and more pristine the coin is, the more valuable it becomes in the eyes of collectors. So, if you have a 1980 penny that's been kept in near-perfect condition, you may just have a goldmine on your hands. But it doesn't stop there. Minting errors can also play a big role in the value of this coin. Sometimes, during the minting process, a mistake is made, creating a coin that's unique and one of a kind. These errors can range from slight misalignments to more dramatic flaws, like double strikes or off-center strikes. Collectors love error coins because they are rare and impossible to replicate. A 1980 penny with a minting error is even more valuable, as it adds an extra layer of rarity and intrigue to the coin story. So, if you come across a 1980 penny with an unusual flaw, be sure to take a closer look. It could be worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you're fortunate enough to find one of these pennies in uncirculated condition, or if you happen to stumble upon one with a rare minting error, the potential for a significant payout is real. The value of rare, well-preserved pennies from this era has been steadily rising, and many collectors are eager to add a 1980 penny to their collection. So, if you happen to have one, it's time to get excited. The moment you've been waiting for is here. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin, or one with a minting error, could be worth an astounding $95,000. Yes, you heard that right, $95,000. It's amazing to think that a coin worth just 1 cent could have such a massive value. So, before you dismiss any 1980 pennies you come across, make sure to check them closely. You could be holding onto a treasure that's worth far more than you ever imagined. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more exciting coin discoveries, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.